Okay.
Alright, so this is how I cut circles. I mean, you could YouTube this all day long. It's all over it. It's no big secret. I bought this thing at MakeMan for like 50 bucks. It's got just a straight cut bit in the bottom. And this piece of wood on this side. This piece of wood right here is just cut to fit the base, and it's screwed together in here. And if you flip it underneath on the bottom side, there's all kinds of measurements that I've made over the last couple years I've been making boxes. Like when I get done with this is going to make a 42? 42 circle. 42 centimeter circle. I don't know what it is in inches, because if you want to make stuff good and make it right, just buy metric and get it over with. So it's set at 21.5 right now, so it's going to make a big circle. And it's the way I've cut everything. Like you cut these rings. Now when you cut rings, which this has got wet, that's what happens with plywood when it gets wet. It's like when you cut a ring, you got to cut the outside first and then cut this in, because if you cut this, you have no way to hold this to make the big circle. So you always cut the outside ring first, adjust it up on wherever the inside is going to be, and then you cut the inside. Now I think this is a 12 maybe. What this is how big the speaker is all the way around, and this is the mounting where the speaker would fall through. I think it's a 12, but who knows? It's garbage. Alright, here we go. Yeah, restart. What had happened was I started it and it fell through. And you gotta cut. I usually go 2 millimeter at a time. So it's gonna take a little bit to get the circle cut out. So what I need to do is adjust it, set it down, and then tighten this up. And then grab it and pull it up 2 marks, turn it on. really packs it in there sometimes, and then you see it jumping through the video. It's because it's bouncing. This stuff gets packed in there. So you come in and clean it out, and you lose your keys everywhere. I don't remember how many keys are on here, so I hope I put them all up. There's another little secret I'll show you here. Not a secret, but something you can be watching as you're turning in circles here. Is that your cord naturally going in circles is going to get wound up, so you got to relieve the tension on it. Once you relieve the tension, you get back to business. Got to turn it on before we go down. Hey, too much. Through now. Now yes, we're all the way through, and yes, I did hit the table with it, but it's a piece of wooden table. It's a bench that I made a little while back. A little overkill. It's 2x2 steel at the bottom, but I did make it to set motors on, so. Oh yeah, the center screw went all the way through my table. Here, hold on. That's how you make circles. Now, I'm not even done making circles. Come here and check this out. This piece needs a hole cut out in it to slide down over this. That's going to suck. That valve's going to to where it goes down over that. I don't know. Actually, I might just leave it like that and come back later after the box is done and cut the speaker hole, put the speaker ring on there, because I kind of like this height, so I know I'll be able to mount the speaker in there. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this. Stretch the fleece over it, and then once I get done, come back. Since I have a center hole already in it, I can mount the router on it and then cut the speaker hole out. Take those two discs I had the other day, cut one hole, hopefully by the time as thick as this is and as thick as the other ring is, that when I put it on there, we're golden. But check this out. Yeah, it's still a little wet. It's setting up though. If you were going to sand it, that's what you want to look for. Probably a little bit rougher than that, a little bit harder than that to sand it, so it would look good. So it's easy to work with. So, I don't know, we're going to have to wait before we can mess with that. So, I think what I'm going to do is figure out a way to hold that center and tight on that, probably with a piece of wood and some screws. Probably just do the center with another piece and clamp it against the wheel so when I start stretching the fleece over it, it doesn't move around. So, peace out. Luke is going to have to help me do this, so there ain't going to be a cameraman.